Hi everyone, Intuitive Edge. So I want to talk about dreams. In particular, I had a really strange dream last night, and this is nothing new. I dream a lot, and I actually keep a journal by my bed, and I write down interesting dreams that come to me. It's fun sometimes to look back through my dreams, and sometimes I can pick out pieces that seemed relevant to what I was going through, even though sometimes the dreams don't make any sense and they seem really out there and strange. Sometimes I can glean information and see what that dream was actually saying and kind of interpret it retrospectively. But last night I had an interesting dream, very odd symbolism, but it seemed to have possible relevance for potentially something that may be coming up. So I'll share that dream with you now. So I dreamed that I was laying on my bed and I had a newspaper out in front of me. I was laying on my stomach and I was reading the newspaper, kind of leisurely laying there. And all of a sudden I heard like this plop on the newspaper, and I looked up and there was a spider that had dropped on the newspaper. And I kind of startled and I looked at the spider for a moment. It wasn't very big, but it had this little creature thing kind of climb off of the spider. Now, this kind of startled me because it was very strange looking and I couldn't figure it out. The little creature had two legs. It was upright on two legs, and it started shuffling across the newspaper. And I'm like, oh, this is really strange. And so it had, proportioned to its size, again, it was very tiny, but it had a very large head that was in the shape of a box. It almost looked cartoonish, like you see those cartoon TV boxes with legs. That's kind of what it looked like. And so here's this little thing shuffling across the paper. And so I rolled up the paper really quick and I gave it to my husband. Now later I checked with him, what did you do? And he said, don't worry. He said, I got the little creature and I put it in a little jar with a lid. It's contained. I said, well, what in the world was it? And he said, oh, it was the measles virus. I'm like, measles virus? How come I could see it? I thought you couldn't see stuff like that without microscope, but I'm probably overthinking it. Even in my dream, I was overthinking it, going, well, how could it be? It's like, yeah, it was a virus. Don't worry, I put it in a little pink container. It's got a lid on it. It's contained. Oh, okay. So that was basically the end of the dream. Now, when I woke up and I'm writing this dream down in my dream journal, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I wonder if that there's like a literal interpretation to this dream. The spider dropping down and hitting the newspaper, I wonder if that's symbolic of something hitting the news. And then this TV little creature kind of shuffling its way across, I'm wondering if that was symbolic of it being on the television news as well, that there might be a measles outbreak coming. Now, we've seen measles outbreaks off and on for a while now. There was one last fall, I think, in Washington State. We've had them in New York. We've had measles outbreak. So it's really nothing new, but I'm wondering if there's going to be maybe a larger outbreak or perhaps something to do with measles hitting the news. So I don't know if that's like too literal of an interpretation of this odd dream I had, but the fact that I saw this little virus and making its way across a newspaper and on the television makes me wonder if this was symbolic of like a precognitive type of event that might be coming. So again, I don't know that for sure, but I guess we'll watch the news and see if something like that comes up. Now, I don't know if any of you work with your dreams, but oftentimes dreams can be symbolic of things that are coming up in our life. Our dreams are often precognitive. It doesn't necessarily mean we dream of a future event, although that can happen. Sometimes our dreams are there to show us something that's, in the immediate future that we're working with or something that we're learning. And our dreams can help us interpret what our soul is really working on. So working with your dreams can be very valuable. I write mine down, and a lot of times I don't know what they mean because they're just really strange or weird, and I have no idea what this means, but I write it down anyway. And sometimes I'll go back and look at it, and even 6 months later I'll be like, I was really going through this at that time in my life, and that dream kind of seems to kind of show me, yeah, you were going through this, and this is kind of what you learned from it. So working with dreams can be valuable. So that's what I've found, and other people think so too, that people do. There's books written on dreams and dream interpretations, and lots of different people have their thoughts about dreams and symbolism, and there's tons of information out there. But anyway, I just wanted to share this one because I thought, well, maybe this has something relevant to something that's going to be coming up in the news. And so since I kind of like to be on the cutting edge of what's going on in the news, I thought I would share this dream. But I don't know if it's literal or not, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I thought I'd share. Okay, I hope you're doing well. This is Intuitive Edge. Hope you liked it. If you do, leave a like. And be sure to subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.